Parents in the natural world come in various shapes and sizes. Cute ones and not so cute ones. Broadly, there are two main strategies. Mammals and birds tend to have few babies, which they look after carefully to ensure they survive. Insects, fish and reptiles tend to have lots of offspring. The next generation survive by sheer dint of numbers. Woohoo! Surf's up, boys! Although it doesn't always work. But even amongst these groups, there are exceptions. Crocodile mothers guard their young. Pleasing fungus beetles look after their larvae. Ah, this fish wasn't eating her young, she was protecting them by hiding them in her mouth. I suppose we should be thankful we don't have to do that. I guess it's fine as long as she remembers not to swallow. In the forests of Japan, one hard-working parent puts many of these to shame. Its babies only feed on berries from one species of tree, which ripen for just 2 weeks a year. The berries ripen asynchronously, then drop to the floor, where the Japanese redbug, yeah, that's really what it's called, tests them for ripeness. If they're not ripe enough, it moves on. It might test a dozen or more before finding one that's just right, which it then drags back to its nest, where lots of hungry nymphs are waiting. The mother is then straight back out looking for more perfectly ripe berries. Some bugs, however, prefer not to spend so much time looking for the perfect meal. It's much easier to steal one someone else has already found. Meanwhile, the kids have got fed up waiting for mum to bring them a meal and are off to find a more reliable source of food. The ungrateful brats. As the thief makes off with her ill-gotten gains, the victim makes her way home, where she finds an empty nest. Her one chance to raise a family is over. Meanwhile, the thief returns to her nest to find her family has expanded as some of the wandering babies have moved in, and these fussy eaters are all hungry. In fact, they're ravenous. But that's not a berry. If they don't get enough to eat, they may well resort to cannibalism. I'd bring some food back quickly. She brings back more and more and more and more berries to the extended brood, until eventually she dies, overworked and exhausted. Well, that's parenthood for you. At which point, the young have one final feast on her succulent corpse, before heading off to make their own way in the world, leaving behind the body of the adult who'd done so much for them. At least she gave them the best possible start. Well done, Mum.